Order at 6:11. Okay, so the only things we had on the agenda was selection and approval of new members.
Right, which I don't have any.
Do we have one?
I know somebody had emailed, I think it was Beverly, that said she had somebody that wanted to join.
Okay,
I'd hoped that she was gonna bring.
yeah.
Oh.
tonight.
Somebody told me that they were gonna fill out an application.
Okay. I guess encourage them.
Yeah, encourage people who are
Yeah.
interested. I know on there we were gonna talk about, doing a reception.
The press release or, yeah, the possibility of a
So that,
reception.
when we're doing those things, I think that's a good time to say that, we're always looking for new members.
Okay, so,
So if we were to do a reception, we would be inviting the people that we awarded grants to.
Right.
And we would also be inviting the larger public in Douglas?
Yeah, my thought was to have it, I daydreaming about it, maybe we could have it at the Orchard
Okay.
and invite all of the grantees and invite the public and say, come and walk around the Orchard, come and meet the entertainers for this year face to face, and encourage new members and get involved with the cultural council kind of thing.
is that something that we should hold in conjunction with one of the music events we're sponsoring, or? Is that
I would think we
conflict
would
of
do it
interest, or-
do it like a separate time.
Okay,
I would think.
so
yeah.
early spring then, when the farm starts,
When it's not cold out.
yeah.
Right.
Okay.
Do we have a budget for this?
Well,
We do, I don't remember what it was, but it was a couple $100.
yeah, I have got to organize this stuff. I just keep jamming it in here. Let me see if I got it right up top.
I don't have my access to the email. Let's see.
Oh, it's on that?
It should be on here, so we're looking at
Okay, I have that.
amount not encumbered in FY19 was 533.
Yep.
And in addition to that, we still have the 412. That's not right. Oktoberfest. Henry Lappin we paid him. So it's Oktoberfest and Sensations we paid. The Music Academy, so it's $452 that wasn't spent from FY19 that we never got billed for. So I would say, I can double check with Jean, but I would say that we can tap into that if we need to, but we certainly can use, I can't imagine spending $160. I mean, we would do some light refreshments.
Says we can use up to 5% of our allocation.
Right, so that would be $300. But this, if we go back to the 160, that's not even really our our allocation. That's money that's left over from other things. We used to do bake sales and stuff like that.
I wonder if Aaron would charge us to rent the farm for this, or
Yeah.
if he would just
I did.
do it for free to
Yeah,
get
probably.
people to
I
come.
was thinking the same thing.
Yeah.
If he said that he was gonna charge us something, we would say thanks, but no thanks. We don't have money to pay for that.
Okay.
So that would be the thing. It's nice for him.
He just wants people out.
Is
Yeah.
there something that he's doing that we could, in conjunction with something he's doing in the spring, have a reception for,
Yeah.
the grantees?
The only things that I know are coming up there are some classes.
Yeah, right. And then what time would we do it? What do you think?
I don't know, Saturday afternoon.
Yeah,
A Saturday sometime when they're at least
right.
Maybe before they do a farmer's market this year.
Yes,
Oh yeah, the farmer's market.
Yeah,
Maybe it could be
Or,
when the farmer's market is opening.
could be. I don't know if they're gonna do a farmer's market this year.
Okay.
The person who was doing it for the historical society quit.
Oh.
oh,
I doubt they replaced her.
Hmm.
mm.
Well, I could reach out to him to ask him about this idea and if he has kind of a weekend in mind that he thinks would be good for
Right,
this.
and it would be a short period of time, it would only be
Couple hours.
an hours, I wouldn't, yeah. From 1 to 3 or something like that, 1 to 2:30. You don't wanna drag it out.
Right. So we would want to bring in our own refreshments, not like try to get a food truck to come over or something. If it's just a couple hours, probably not.
Yeah, no, you want, a reception is gonna be, they're not gonna buy food, you're gonna provide,
Okay.
light refreshments.
Yeah.
And maybe, I mean, we don't have a grocery store in town, but maybe, I don't know if Price Chopper reaches, they're the next town
Yeah,
over, but I don't know if it,
no.
Hannaford's is the closest, the other closest
I
one.
would donate.
I have never done anything with Hannaford, so I don't know if there was a place that,
Norris has.
would be interested in helping us with something, you know.
Mm-hmm. How would we advertise it?
Definitely through social media.
Right. I think
Um,
Douglas has like 5 Facebook pages now
I
or
know,
something like
yeah.
that.
I think Aaron might do that for us too.
yeah, he has a pretty good, what do you wanna say? Reaches pretty far.
Presence. Yeah.
Yes, that's the word. So we're probably looking at,
Would we want to advertise in any other venue or just social media?
probably could put something in the newspapers,
Yeah,
we
the
should do,
local
yeah,
papers.
the local papers. You could put something in the community calendar.
On the town site, you mean?
Yeah, in like the Tribune, and, we have to get it in ahead of time for, Barbara's, what do you call it? The newspaper that Barbara does, the Express something, what is it?
Valley?
No, it's, it comes out once a month, they keep changing the name of it, and I can't remember the name of it.
Well, it doesn't matter, they'll change it next month.
Yeah, and then there's, the Uxbridge Times is another one. Which, you know, we could do that. We're making an effort, we're putting something out there to see, you know, what we can get out, who knows?
And then we would
If
just have to
anybody-
contact all the awardees.
Yes, let them know, like send them come up with a graphic for a, you know, an invitation, to send out, invitations to them, and, it would be good to get an RSVP, so we have an idea,
From the awardees.
yeah. I think that's a good idea. Yeah, say like, do you have questions? Come meet our grantees for this year. Of course, we're opening ourselves up to people we turned
Oh my
down.
gosh. Or we were just discussing earlier, just people
Wait.
who have bizarre questions that can finally like corner you. And I got a lot of emails last year asking for help writing grants. They wanted me to like workshop the grant with them so that they would be successful.
Mm.
I was like, well, I can't really meet you to do this, but you
Is
can
the-
email me and ask me questions.
Is that a one-time thing we should offer in maybe like September? Like, one time in September, members of the cultural council will be available for this hour to help
Ask
you.
questions.
To help workshop writing grants, writing your grant proposal.
I don't know.
I'm just
I
trying to
don't-
figure
I-
out how we can be an active.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I'm not sure again, is that, it's like with the library where we're talking about, trying to get input from, hey,
We're not gonna tell you we're sitting in the other room.
oh gee.
Oh.
Sorry. We were just sitting
We
there.
were like,
and-
there's
Well,
no
we
one
just
here, so
started,
we
we
must
just
be in,
started.
Great. How's that
Yeah.
going?
We're talking about, the
Reception.
reception we're looking to do.
Are you gonna try to do it?
Do you think,
So.
do you think people will come from so far away?
You never
That
know.
was my thought, is people are so
Oh,
spread out.
Yeah.
Like in a
They,
big
yeah.
city, they would be
Mm.
They
closer.
are out in Western Mass, they're everywhere.
Mm.
And, I don't know. I mean, and another thing, think about, do we do it knowing that we're only able to grant like half the people money every year?
Well, that's where we were at.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a
This
little
is gonna-
tough, I think.
Be
Well,
an
we're just,
opportunity for folks to kind of like, oh, they're there, I can go talk to them
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
about
We're
next
just
year,
inviting-
so I can make sure I get my grant for
Oh.
$6,000.
yeah, cause we would just invite the people that we awarded grants to.
Correct, yeah.
But you're saying that they.
But I'm saying, no, I understand that, but I wasn't sure what,
That's,
Now, the email from, I don't know if it's Richard or Ricardo,
Ricardo?
he was surprised that like we weren't doing it.
Yeah,
Mm.
He
it
was
seemed
"Oh, I
like,
don't know if we've ever done this before.
We haven't.
He's like,
not that I know
oh,
of.
everybody does this. I'm
Yeah.
like, okay.
Well, it's time to
He
do it.
seems new though, isn't he?
Yeah,
Yeah,
well, I don't
he's-
know if you got promoted up though.
Yeah,
or-
that's true.
yeah, I felt a
Definitely
little
a good
pressure
position.
to
Yeah.
do some of that stuff too from the email.
So,
To
I
do the
think we
press
try it once
release.
and see what happens and
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm all
so what
for
are
it.
we,
So we talked about doing it at the farm,
mm-hmm,
and we have a bunch of tasks laid out, but we haven't figured out who's gonna do what yet. So we talked about doing it at the farm on a Saturday afternoon, 1 to 2 hours, serving like light refreshments. Danielle had a whole vision, so,
all right.
Do
And we
have
would-
like a plan if none of the artists show up?
If they
Like,
can't,
would
if
there
they're
be
not,
something else? Like, would there be another?
they're not gonna
Sure.
drive, I mean, you've just got you've got people coming far.
Well, you know what,
There are some
but
close
part of it
people.
is that we're also there to answer questions about the
Mhm.
cultural council. We're welcoming new members of the council.
Okay.
People are interested. We could have some applications on hand there. And we talked about maybe connecting it with something that Aaron's doing at the farm.
that would be good.
So he could just kind of be part of that and not just have that the only reason that people will be coming there.
Oh, yeah, that would be
But
good.
that'd be good.
Yeah.
Right, I mean, if it's everything, trying to
We're thinking about
bring
the
in new
spring,
members, yeah.
when it's warm enough to be outside. So the tasks we came up with were to make an invitation that we would send to the grant awardees and that asks them for an RSVP. And then advertising, on social media, in some local papers, and in the community calendar. And, trying to see if we could get the food donated from maybe Hannaford's,
Or someplace
Some-
that,
some local place.
I don't know if Price Chopper will do things in Douglas. It's kind of like there's a wall there.
Yeah.
Where the
Right,
valley
right.
starts.
What do you
Well,
say, we're
they're
not
the
gonna
whole
contact the Douglas grocery store?
Yes.
Yeah, no, I know,
The Extra Mart.
right.
Yeah.
What do you got?
Get some gummy
Hit 'em up.
bears or something.
So, so I had said I'd talk to Erin about the idea, but then we didn't assign any of the other things. I don't know if any of you have an inclination or expertise in any of those things.
No, but I'd say,
So just an
what
email invite
Aaron
or?
says, right, let's lock that in, cause we should be able to do the other stuff pretty.
Right.
Once we have detail, we can put
About the
something
when.
together. The when, and then we can put together something, you know, along the lines of we're looking for new members and
The
a
invitation.
little flyer thing and then send some, you know, post that. Yeah, something to.
Do we know what they're having for next over there? Is there anything else?
At the farm?
when's the mushroom?
That's next weekend.
okay.
Yeah, and then he has a beekeeping class coming up in a few
It's
weeks.
Mid-March, I think, yeah.
Um,
So, yeah.
So
see
those
what
are the
they've
only
got
things that I
maybe-
know that are coming soon.
Must do
I don't know if they've planned April yet, but maybe.
Maybe.
I would think maybe like, maybe May.
May.
I don't know.
Yeah, see, yeah, definitely, let's see what he has
Mhm.
coming up and we can, together the thing to,
Cause April, you're still dealing with weather maybe
Yeah.
being.
yeah,
Muddy.
right, mud on the
Mm,
ground.
yeah, that's a huge possibility. So I was saying, as far as money that we have, amount not encumbered for FY19 was, $533.
Okay.
So we can use some of that money. I think we're gonna leave that money that wasn't billed this year.
Mhm.
We're just gonna leave that alone for now. But that's plenty.
Oh, sure.
Goodness, we can do it for
Yep.
75. And I think the first step, like you say, is to connect with Aaron
See what he has
See
coming
what
up
he
for
has.
events, if we could
and then maybe brainstorm.
bounce off of one of those for a few hours, yeah?
And we should be able to do that by email. It's
Yeah.
not
Yeah.
like we can't
Yeah,
have
email,
to sit
just
here.
put up together
face to
something, and then
face.
we can,
I'll email
Print
the
out
group
some-
once I talk to them.
yeah, and then we
Right.
can print out some flyers and put them up the local places so people can see as
Yeah.
well as, you know, online, so.
Mm-hmm.
The town, you know, they've always been different, the pizza places and
Right.
library, and everyone's never had any issue with us putting flyers up, so.
Okay.
All right, that sounds good.
Anybody else have any leads on new members?
When there are new members, that's one thing that, in the past, we've had the rest of the board, the council, vote on new members.
Mm-hmm. The board of selectmen?
No, the cultural council, I meant to say,
Oh,
that we,
I had
and
to,
actually,
I had to
they,
meet with the board of
yeah,
selectmen.
you
We
have
have to
to,
do
Right,
that,
yeah.
they'll after they, yeah.
yeah.
So does the cultural council vote on the new member first and then make a what's the order of that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We would vote first because sometimes there's people who apply for not the best reasons. So,
For their own personal reasons?
yeah, we have to be able to,
Vet
make
it
sure
out.
that they're okay.
Vet people?
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
Make sure that they have the interest of the town
Yeah, that's a good way to put it.
in mind. Okay.
Yeah.
So, if somebody submits an application, where will it go? And how, do we have a process for
We-
doing
yep.
that vetting?
The
Okay.
town and will email to
Notify
us the applications.
Okay.
And then we,
So if you have any leads, you can just tell them to go to the website.
The town
or
website.
And
I
fill out
guess-
the generic form.
I think you can get
their
hard
paper
copies here
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
What do people think about putting something on any of the town Facebook pages, like Cultural Council is looking for new members?
Sure.
I think there's 5 town Facebook pages and there's 5 of us.
Right, that's why it would be nice to get it all also looped in. You can
I'm only
apply
a
this
member
way,
of
or if you
one.
have any questions, come by, you know, whatever date we figure, you
Mhm.
know.
Right,
That's true.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Put something that people are gonna really look at.
What do
And
you
they
think?
could choose, I think we'll just have more success when we have something, we say, hey, we can just come talk to us. You know what I
If
mean?
we have the date and everything for the reception.
Right, that if someone's
Oh.
thinking
And
about it, they
then-
may wanna come do that,
Right,
we might
right.
have more success versus,
Just
we're looking for
begging for-
members, here you
Right.
go.
Click the link,
You know,
fill out this,
Looking
yeah.
for members, we'll feed you, here you go, you know, it's something,
Okay,
that people will be more likely, go, I'm gonna check it
okay,
out.
so when we advertise the
Right. Yeah.
reception, we'll put
Yeah.
that out there, okay.
Yep.
What do we need to do for this press release?
The press release for just announcing that
The
we've-
winners,
Yeah.
have we done that before?
Mm,
gosh.
Yeah.
mm.
Not since I've
I
been here.
don't think we have,
That was
No,
another
it's
thing that
all-
Ricardo seemed to expect from us.
that we would announce who won.
That we would do
Yeah.
a press release, yeah, with the
Hmm.
grant, the awardees. named.
Do you put how much they get too?
I wouldn't put that, but maybe like what they're doing or what it's part of, maybe, so that people would be kind of aware, like, oh, so this is for the library, or I might want to go see this show here,
Right.
Except not everything has dates or anything.
Right.
So.
Right.
Or maybe we could, right, we could put something, things that we know once, you
Do
know,
they
they
have-
know like the band's dates, and if we know from the library any dates, and also upcoming, and then list the.
That's a lot of work.
Do they have?
It is.
Collecting all those dates.
That's a
Well,
lot.
but if you wanna do an upfront press release,
I thought we were
I'm
just
not
saying,
sure who,
these are the people that we awarded grants to, be on the lookout for these events. Like, these are the people and this is what they're doing, be on the
we
lookout for
could,
that.
but
Maybe
what's gonna
consider
happen is
applying
people are gonna
yourself next
see it,
year.
but then they don't see dates, they don't see, I know what you're saying, I was thinking it was kind of all kind of looped into the other,
I
the
think-
flyers, the website thing, the come on down and meet us, doing one big thing, since we'd be doing it before like summer concerts and things
Mhm.
started. We could just, I
I guess
think,
so.
let's
That's
do, and by
Yeah.
then we may even have some dates and some things, and we
Okay.
can, you know, print some things out and hand them to people, and when they leave, they can take them with them also. Here's what we have for schedule so far, and be on the lookout at these websites or here for
Almost
future.
all of the ads, almost all of them have their own website.
Mhm.
So if people Google a name,
Yeah, they'd
they're
be
gonna
able to
get
find
their
the
dates
info.
of what they're
Right,
doing.
right.
That's true.
Yeah,
Yeah, and I think the purpose of the press release is a little different from the grant reception. I think it's to be able to be transparent with our town about what we're doing and the money we awarded into
Right.
where.
yeah.
And I don't think our ad for the grant reception is gonna include any amount of that detail.
You're right.
It won't include
So
like
who
who
does-
we award, all the
Right,
names
it's
of
two
all the
separate things,
people.
but like Bev says, to do it all together, to make it all,
I think it'll get a little more attention,
Put it
people's
out.
attention out there.
so we're gonna put out a press release about who got grants. We're gonna put out information about the reception, send out invitations for that.
Mhm.
And then at the reception, look for new members and answer questions that people might have.
Mhm.
So I think, yeah.
Yeah, I think if we do
One-
roll it all into one,
Do it all at the same time,
yes.
but
Yeah.
it's two separate publications.
Right, exactly.
It would be a list of here's the acts, here's the groups that we awarded
Was
money,
there a
money
template
to.
at all of what this press release was?
No,
I
there
know
might
you
be.
were on the website, so I.
I
Probably.
bet on the website there is.
I can't-
Probably.
I can't for
Yep.
some reason get online.
I never looked,
Yeah,
I only looked
I know
at the
there are-
letters.
yeah.
There might be,
Something for
right?
grant receptions.
Oh, cool.
There's a toolkit section. I'm not on the
Yeah.
website, I'm just looking at his email.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'll have to check it out.
Mm.
I'm sure there is. Cause they have a lot of
If it's something
resources
that's like
on
a legal
there.
requirement, then maybe it should be separate, but
I'm sure they have like,
I don't know if it's legal.
But yeah, that'd be interesting if it was, because of all the checklists and everything we have to sign off on that we've done, that was never,
Yeah, no,
I mean,
never-
in all
no
the
one ever
years.
mentioned
I think
that.
it's just something that, hey, you know,
They seem pretty.
make people aware.
Flexible with what towns
Mm.
chose to do or not to do, cause I mean, all the towns are so different, I mean, it's
Mhm.
from
Right, you
Boston
have-
to
right, you
Douglas, it's
have-
like such a.
you have large
Yeah.
Even when they set
cities and
something
you have
up and
little
say,
Douglas,
this
yeah.
is the rule you have to follow, at the bottom of it, it'll say, you know, if you
Yeah.
have situations, so it's like, yeah, okay.
Just make it work.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ricardo wants to come to our grant reception.
Well, there we go, we've got our first person we
Mm.
invite. There you go. Ask him to bring some food.
I was gonna say,
What do
Ask
you
him what he'd
bring?
like to bake.
Yeah. We like chocolate chip cookies. We will see you on May 10th.
As long as there's no bake sale, cause I swear when the years we were doing the bake sale, I'm just like, no. I know something about bake
My
sale,
daughter, I'm
just
like, why am I spending all this money on brownies and cookies?
I'm like, I chose not to have children, so I never had to do a bake sale.
Yeah.
Why are we doing a bake sale?
I'm like, Shannon, we're now buying what we just made when
I
we
know.
got home. Can
I
you
know,
put that
I know.
down?
we buy the ingredients, we make it, we
Yeah.
pay
My
for
kid
it, and
buys
we
it
bring it
all with
home.
my money. It's a
Yeah.
pretty good racket.
Yeah, I know.
so.
I think there's a good number of awardees that are local too.
There are.
Yeah,
think
if,
there
if we
might-
plan ahead
There might
enough,
just be a few that are.
if we plan ahead enough, and definitely we loop in and
Let
try and
me
get
know.
new members and make it a whole
That makes sense, yeah.
thing, that makes perfect
Yeah.
sense.
Yeah, I like that idea.
Does anyone wanna put together the press release?
For,
Just listing out all the people that we awarded grants to and what they're doing.
so it would be the people and what they're doing, but not the amount. Yes, the amount,
Right.
or yes, the amount, or we don't know.
No, the,
Yeah.
No, I don't think we should put the amount
I don't
down.
either.
I can do it if I can get back in there, I'm sure I can from home.
And then once we
Well,
get
if
dates and
you,
stuff.
I would say, I don't even know if you even have to put down
I'll see if there's
what
a
they're doing
template in
unless
there.
it needs
Or
explanation.
just right, if the name
But
of
if
it
you
doesn't.
use the name, say like in the applications, there's a person who's listed as the contact person, but a lot of times they'll have the name of the group or something.
Right.
So just say,
If
you
it's
know,
Or the
self-explanatory.
show that they
right,
put on.
exactly.
And then like you said earlier, like any social media,
Mm-hmm.
like if they have Facebook or something like
Their
that.
links.
Yeah, any link. So that people can,
So who had the media contacts? I know Mary was doing that for a while. Does anyone have media contacts?
What do you
I know
mean?
you can usually.
I can
Look them
ask
off the
Mary
mastheads.
if Mary must still have
But
them.
sometimes if you have an actual person, you're a better.
I had,
wait,
I had
wouldn't you
two,
say-
I did,
Yeah.
I did two last time.
Yeah, there's, if you,
The paper, there were two of them.
We know Barbara.
Yeah, no, I
Right.
did reach out to
but I used
the
to do a lot of
newspapers.
press releases and things in community calendars for work. And there's a person, there's a separate person
Right,
in
yep.
email that you send things
Yep.
to. Because people will say, oh, I sent something in the paper, it never gets put in, but
Right.
you gotta make sure it goes to the right place. And usually, if you look at the paper, it'll tell you somewhere.
Well,
in
I
there.
have from the
Something.
last grant, beginning of the last grant cycle, I have two current names.
Okay,
Alright, that's good.
so that should be done, yeah, so, and like, yeah, Barbara, but the thing with
Thank
that.
you for doing
That paper is, that comes out once a month.
That's true.
Right,
But
but
if
if
it's a
we
legal
don't,
thing, and then maybe we should just stick it in there.
I don't know if it's, I've
Let's
never
see if I can
seen it,
figure
I've never
out-
seen
yeah, I
any
know.
local papers from any towns, that's why I'm
That's
wondering.
true.
Or even like other towns on
I
Facebook
remember,
members
seeing it from
it's a legal
Webster
thing.
years
Really?
ago. This was a long time ago. I remember seeing a listing of the Webster grants.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'm just thinking if, I mean, I can go online and look. If there's a legal requirement that there's some time limit and we just haven't been doing this. If not, let's just do it all as our one,
Right.
as our one thing. But
Yep.
yeah, if I'll go in and I'll look. If there's something that says you are required to do this and you're required to do this in a certain amount of time to let, then, you
Right,
know, I
right.
can send it out to the local papers now, cause that means time, you know,
Yep,
sensitive. If not, let's just do it all as one big
right.
event, you
Yeah,
know,
yep.
Okay,
that sounds good.
we are small but mighty.
We are. Okay,
Was there something
I
else?
think that is,
New business?
yeah, new business.
I don't even have an agenda.
There you go.
Hey, old.
we discussed how we're gonna get new members,
Mm-hmm.
the grant reception press release, and if there's anything else anyone wants to bring up for new business.
I think we're good for
Mhm.
now.
No bake sales ever.
No,
We should make a bylaw.
We had our
I'm
first,
out of here in June, so after
our
that,
first
you guys
show.
know it.
July, go big.
I took
Yeah.
my mother-in-law to the Douglas Adult Social Center
Mm-hmm.
for the Valentine's Day celebration. And we were treated to a wonderful performance by a Neil Diamond wannabe
Yeah,
from Dudley. And
Oh, really?
Was it good?
the camera's rolling. He put on a good show. You know? He knows his Neil Diamond.
Okay.
Let's just put it-
Yeah, that's good.
But it was nice, and I look, cause then I get the invoice from her, and I'm like, Oh, he's real nice. He didn't charge hardly anything.
Oh, really?
But it was fun. It was good. And we had they did lunch from the Blackstone Valley Technical School.
Nice.
The kids served lunch. It was good.
How do you all usually find out about the events that we've sponsored and when they're happening?
It's more of just being in the loop. Patrice, who's the director there, she's very friendly and she's very outgoing, and she's always been after me to go there and see how our money's being spent. And so I've been going to a couple of things, and it's nice. It's nice to go there. But that was one thing that I had thought of before, that it is nice if council members can get out to various events. Like, for example, like when they're doing the summer reading program and they've got entertainment from partially paid for by us, it'd be nice if one of us could pop in there, like the senior center, adult social center, in the concerts, try to get to those. But as much as we can be a presence, I think that helps too.
I was just thinking the only things that I ever hear about advertised are the concerts.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't
Like
know
the stuff
when.
that happens at the library.
Right.
Even though I'm involved in the library, I wouldn't, unless I look at the calendar. I
Right,
wouldn't
only because I
pick
follow
on
it,
it.
right.
Yeah.
I follow the library for my daughter on social
Oh.
media, so that's where I see that.
I guess I think we actually had a Facebook page at one point. I mean,
Yeah,
probably in the best of
still
times, we
do.
would
I think
be.
still do. I think that might be where I
advertising all
see
those
things
things.
as they're coming up, especially in the summer.
Mm.
Because a lot of the other
don't
things
think
I've
it's
seen
very
over time for the kids and stuff ends up being something they get at
Yeah.
them at school
Yeah.
for their parents to see.
It would be nice, I guess, if our awardees would like let us know somehow when and where the things were gonna be.
Well, we can find out afterwards, because in
Right.
the billing they have to
Right.
show, you
Yeah.
know,
Yep.
what they did, and it has to be like a press release from it and pictures or whatever.
But yeah, it would be nice.
So that
we
would be
could
nice.
Spread the word and,
Maybe I'll throw that in the award letter next year.
yeah.
Are you gonna put together the invitation, or do we not know yet who's gonna do the invitation?
We don't know yet.
I
Okay,
don't know.
on the invitation, it might be nice to
Let us
say,
know, yeah.
let us know when and where the program's
idea.
gonna be, so, one of the council members, if possible, can go and see it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And maybe we could help spread the word too.
Yeah, depending on
Yeah.
what the event
Right,
is, yeah.
yeah.
Sure. Alright, so you'll contact Aaron.
Mhm.
I'll go and I'll look up their legal requirements that we need to post this now on who the grant recipients are. Or we can just put it all, I mean, I can, once we have some info,
Right,
I can, we can all throw some verbiage in, I can put some
Right,
kind of
yeah, maybe
flyer
we
thing
can do,
together or something.
I don't know,
I'll
every
point
time I try to
something.
do Google Docs, I end up getting all mixed up, but to do a Google Doc of, like, writing the invitation and the
Yep.
press release, so that we can kinda add things or whatever.
Right, or even just some
'Cause
basic,
we-
and then I'll throw
We
it all
got
on
plenty of time
something
to do this, to come up with something, so
yeah.
I think that's good.
I'm a graphic designer
good.
if we need to have
There we go,
a
you know.
flyer that looks fancy or anything, but if it's
Fancy.
just gonna be.
You're gonna really
emailed
put
then.
in like tons
Well,
of
no,
effort
but
last
if we
year.
put it-
You're
yeah.
gonna take-
But yeah, if we do
'Cause
a
I've done some of
flyer
the summer
where,
ones,
yeah,
summer
where we can also
concerts.
hand some out to people who come to the
Mm-hmm,
event, and
I
we
have
can
the
post them
logo
around
and
town,
colors
so
and
yeah,
yeah.
we could put something that looks all, thanks for volunteering, fancy.
That's easy for me.
Mm,
I was like, I could PowerPoint it, but
yeah.
Yeah, I have the little logos and the.
perfect.
Cool.
All right.
Alright,
So we're adjourned.
Yes. Do we have to all like
Second that.
we have to
supposed
vote
be
on it.
intention, I guess, but.
No, I'm gonna stay.